This is Morning Motivation for Educators on the Be Podcast Network. Learn about all the shows at bepodcastnetwork.com. You'll hear from a variety of formal and informal educators who help put this podcast together. If you'd like to contribute your voice to this show, please go to morningmotivationedu.com to apply. Good morning, my friends. I am Candice Noss, a physical therapist, a life coach, a lifelong Christian, a mother of 6, and I created my business, the Mind, Body, Spirit Trifecta, where I liberate, enlighten, and empower others to elevate their mind, body, and spirit and own their divine greatness. Today is Thankful Thursday, and on this Thursday, I am thankful for this quote that I love. It gives me so much insight and creates understanding about the difficult 50 of life. This is the quote: "Pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Suffering equals pain plus resistance." Now, I'm not sure who to credit for saying this, but the truth of this quote resonates strongly with me. Understanding the difference between pain and suffering empowers the ability to let go of the mentalities that, if held tightly, keep us stuck. I'm grateful for the liberation that comes with allowing what is to actually be, even when it's uncomfortable. Some of the ways resistance can show up in our life are: 1, by the stories we tell that do not serve us. Think of the biggest trial you're going through right now. What is the story you're telling yourself about it? Is it a story of resistance or one of acceptance? Remember, resistance will keep you suffering and stuck. Acceptance will allow you to begin healing, growing, and moving forward. The second way resistance shows up is in the manuals that we have for ourselves, for others, and even for God. We often hold strongly to childhood fantasies about how our life is supposed to go, how our husband should be, what it means to be a good mom, how a friend should treat us, what children are supposed to do, etc. We have subconscious and preconceived ideas about how everything in our life, relationships, work, church, home, about how everything is supposed to go, what should happen. But these manuals create unrealistic expectations for ourselves and others. They result in checklists of requirements which often clash with reality, taking a painful situation and making it so much worse with this resistance. Think about the relationship you're struggling with the most right now. Are you gripping with white knuckles to a manual about friends, kids, family, spouses? What is your manual in this relationship? I challenge you to let go of what you thought it would look like and accept what it actually is. Only then will you be able to figure out the now what part of the equation. The third way resistance shows up is with coulda, woulda, shoulda type mentalities. When a trial arises, do you ever find yourself saying, "If only XYZ," or "I just wish," fill in the blank? Do you should all over yourself and should all over others by saying, "I should have," or "it shouldn't," or "he should"? This type of coulda, woulda, shoulda thinking results in resistance to the reality of what is every single time, and it keeps us stuck suffering. Brene Brown has a famous quote: "When you argue with reality, you lose, only every time." If you find yourself spinning in any of this resistance kind of thinking, stop. Give yourself a checkup from the neck up. Brain dump to unravel and expose the stories, manuals, and thought processes that are adding suffering to the already difficult 50 of life. Reach out to me for help if I can be of any service. I'm so grateful for the realization that life is supposed to be painful at least 50% of the time. It's this way on purpose. This ratio of the comfortable and the uncomfortable is necessary in order for us to grow. Nothing has gone wrong when the hard things come up. The truth is, people will misjudge, slander, abuse, mistreat, and downright behave badly. Circumstances will test all of us. Trials will try even the most successful, even the most righteous, even the strongest. It's what we do with the stumbling blocks that come our way that determine if we get tripped up, suffer, and stay stuck, or if we use them as stepping stones and grow. Letting go of resistance is the first step to overcoming the hard battles we are called to fight. I am so grateful for this knowledge and thankful for the strength this gives me to say, okay, this is what is, so now what? By understanding that pain is inevitable, but suffering is optional, and that suffering equals pain plus resistance, this understanding facilitates stepping out of a victim mode and taking ownership of all of it. I am so grateful for the power that comes from knowing truth and from understanding this knowledge. Do you have any quotes or sayings that you are thankful for, which are helping you navigate life? Please share them with me. I'd love to hear from you. Now, get out there and tear it up today. And as always, remember, you are designed for greatness. Thank you for joining me and being part of my journey. I truly am thankful for you. If you'd like more from me, join my Thankful Thursday email. Listen to and subscribe to my podcast called Designed for Greatness with Candice Noss. And whatever role you have in education, we have a podcast for you at bepodcastnetwork.com. Who among your friends and colleagues needs to hear this message today? Please share it with them right now.